Hey, Clean Impact team, hope you're having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for being part of the world's greatest cleaning team to help build the world's greatest cleaning company. It takes remarkable team members just like you to allow that to happen, and I'm so grateful for it. I just wanted to say thank you yet again to the most amazing team anybody could ever imagine. So thank you all very much. I also wanted to remind everybody about this amazing team. We have a company-wide meeting live and in person here at the Mullet this Saturday at 9 a.m. We're going to be serving some breakfast, homemade, and we're going to enjoy each other's company, and we're going to learn a little bit about the vision of Clean Impact, where we're going, how we got to where we are, and talk about some constructive things that we can do to be the best and continue to be the best in the entire world as far as serving our customers go. One of those things is proper equipment maintenance. We talk about it all the time. But now let's talk about the mops. Like if you have a funky, dingy mop and you go try to mop a floor, what do you think is going to happen on that floor? What kind of smell is going to be left over on that floor? Is it going to be fresh and clean, or is it going to be funky and dingy and smell like old socks? That's not what we want. We need to pay attention to our string mops and our flat mops. When those things get dirty, we need to make sure we're bringing some new stuff in. We need to make sure we're changing out our mop heads frequently so we can provide this fresh scent instead of a funky smell on the floor all the time. In order to keep our mops fresh and clean, we need to store them properly. We can't lay them down with the mop all crinkled up at the bottom of it. That's gonna create that funky smell. It's gonna create bacteria on there, which is what's causing that smell. And that bacteria is gonna be distributed all over the floors if we're not paying attention to what we're doing. Whenever we're storing our mops at the end of the night, take the time to rinse out your bucket. And while you're rinsing out your bucket, rinse out your mop head and use that bucket handle to tighten it up and to get all the water out of there that we can. And then fan that baby out over the top of your mop bucket. Let that thing air out so air can circulate all around it, from the bottom, from the top, from the sides. And that'll help to dry it off. And that'll help prevent the growth of bacteria, which causes those funky smells. If you're dipping that mop in the water for the first time and the water automatically gets dirty, what's that going to tell you? That means your mop head is dirty. That means you didn't store it properly. That means you didn't rinse it properly before we started using it. Guys, if we're taking care of our equipment and following these processes, it allows us to provide a better service. It allows us to not have to work so hard to provide that better service because we're thinking ahead. We're planning ahead. Remarkable team members plan ahead. They think about what's going to happen the next day or the next time they're going to serve. Or how can we make our job a little more efficient so we can provide that superior quality service over and over again? Proper mop maintenance is a critical component in that. So I want everybody to pay attention to that. The flat mops are the same thing. You can't go through and do a whole building with a flat mop, one flat mop, and expect it to leave a clean floor. It's not. If you turn that mat over and it's all brown and dirty, then that means it's funky. And that means it's going to redistribute that funk all over your floors. That's going to cause footprints. That's going to cause a sticky residue. That's going to cause a stinky smell that is not congruent with the performance of Clean Impact. I'd like for you guys to stay focused on the mop maintenance. Make sure you're rinsing those things out. Make sure you're airing it out and drying it out properly. So when we're using it, it provides a superior quality service and we don't have to work our butts off to get to that point. So remember, team meeting this Saturday, 9 a.m., live in person here at the Mullet. We'll be having some food. Let Leanne know if you're going to be able to make it. Please RSVP with the number of guests you're going to have coming with you so we can make sure we have enough food for this awesome, awesome event and congregation. Thank you all so much for being part of this. Thank you all for taking these lessons that we're talking about often and using them, implementing them, and making us the best in the world. We need to continue to grow. We need to continue to practice. And we need to continue to work as a team in order to reach the levels that our community requires and that our customers and our clients demand. We're the best in the world, and we train like the best because we are the best, and we're paying attention to these things because we're the best. Appreciate everything you guys are doing. I hope to see everybody Saturday. Have a great night.